For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by Deion Henley. So now here's 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. The home teams and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he's one final strong week away from finishing as the NFL's leader in passing yards for this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning Watson left. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Higgins makes the catch. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On target to his man Higgins. He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopped by Deion Henley. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
And 2.
Design bootleg here. Got his target. It's Higgins. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll give him a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and they'll have first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
From the gun, McCaffrey gets to space right side, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Williams from the gun. This throw is cut. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Williams to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Ty Johnson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Bron. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll start the drive with Singletary. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Looking. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. A.J. Cole on to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down, Williams. Watson with the catch. And he'll get it up to the 44. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Just 3-0 is our score. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They're looking at second and pretty short. Williams on the play action. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on first, and then we go backwards on second. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on third down.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 65 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Another drive coming up for this offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Takes the handoff, now Love. He puts some juice on it. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Motioning one of the tight ends. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Another carry for him. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down throw by Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Offense to the line for second down.
Second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Hits his running back. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you can take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Another try following the sack. Completed here to McCaffrey. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by Cedric Gray. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. To throw, Williams. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Now, you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. Johnson now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Singletary. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pressure's on him and it gets home. He's dropped. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's Love to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Williams will look to throw. Hauled in by Rice. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives them the 1st. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Has it down close. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Hand off to the back. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's cut in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And these guys bump the lead up to 13 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. He finds Fant. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. Gets this to Fant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Love now. Connects with Fant. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Loves to throw again. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and long. Here's Love. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Williams to throw on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Escape, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. It's Johnson on second down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play, and it'll give him a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. Thrown on first down, Love. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Love from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
So out now comes the punter. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by Deion Henley. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Running back, motioning right. Got his target, it's Higgins. And that is a touchdown. These guys push their lead further to start the half. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Shakes himself free, and he won't get away. They bring him down.
You spend all week on 2-point.
Something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they get one more victory in a division champion season. That, of course, not the championship they're focused on, right, Brock? And the road to the Super Bowl will begin at home next week in the wild card round. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. A nice showing here from our winners as we say au revoir from Montreal.